5 tomorrow. Also, women's final for the first time in the history of the Australian Open being played under the lights on laver. So no issue with the temperature tomorrow. Williams the favourite for you in that?
Yeah.
Love 15.
Yeah, I hope Safina will get rid of the nerves that she had the last time she got the final, and play a really good match, but not convinced. Looking at sometimes the way the serve goes, I think you've got to favour the experienced Williams in this match.
$15.
Maybe just a bug, a moth, just being tidied up and into the bin. Ball kids can't be squeamish around here. Oh, Nadal picked it. This held his ground.
Chance here.
15-30.
Certainly earned with this point. Scrambling all over the place at the back, but he bluffed it. He was going to go the other way, checked, and then moved back to the forehand side and just ripped it.
$30.
Has done that well today when he's been down a point. He's invariably come up with a big serve. 74% both players. Remarkable serving. And another.
40.
For a moment there, you thought that maybe he was lining up Nadal in his sights, but
Advantage Verdasco.
just electing to go to the gap. As we've mentioned, Verdasco won the Davis Cup for Spain in Argentina at the end of last year. Won the vital rubber, was 2-1 down in that match against Jose Acasuso. So he can draw on the memories, the very pleasant memories from that encounter at the end of last year. Oh, yes.
Advantage Verdasco.
I think that's been one thing with Nadal that he hasn't done great today. When he's had these type of shots there, he's gone too many times to the forehand from that position instead of hoisting it back deep cross court back to the backhand. He can't do as much damage from the back, Verdasco, off the backhand side.
We don't often see Nadal do that, having scrambled his way back into the point. And the hold it is for Verdasco.
Verdasco leads 2 games to 1.
Well, he's hanging in there. It does definitely look more weary. No, has he got the trainer on? Yeah.
Just the change, huh? Just the change.
He's saying just the changeover, not really a medical timeout, maybe just feeling a bit tight in the left calf by the looks of it. Yep. That's perfectly legal, just to get a bit of a massage.
It's wrong though, I think.
No, it looks like the shin more than anything, by the way the thumbs are going in. You think this is wrong?
Yeah, I do.
Oh boy.
This is just a lack of conditioning, do you think, then shouldn't be allowed? Or
Yeah, I don't think it should be allowed. I think if you actually have a timeout for something, I'd get that perhaps, but if it's anything to do with tiredness of muscle or cramp, that's physical conditioning.
Time.
just a few late arrivals just coming in behind Verdasco in the president's box.
$15.
Sure what he was doing there, maybe he was just taking some of the cream off the shin. Looks like he shaves his legs, Verdasco.
$30.
Well, Agassi as well was another guy that used to shave the legs down, maybe just to help with massages.
Uh-oh, that didn't look good. Didn't put much of an effort into that one. Nadal looking at him, intently at the back of the court there, watching that.
Nadal.
The only thing is, Nadal will not fall for that, because this happened at Queen's Club a couple of years ago when he, you know, he was writhing on the ground and had trainers out there and cramped this, and then he would suddenly just sprint and hit winners, and Nadal would look over the net as if, you know, who are you kidding? So I don't think that for 1 second Nadal will think that this is the end of the match or his opponent's badly injured.
You probably think, don't try this one again on me, because there was a bit of an exchange between the two of them.
15-9.
No need to pick that bug up.
God, look how far out wide Nadal is on that serve.
Again, Verdasco. Verdasco leads for game 2.
Comfortable hold. Verdasco. I wonder whether the trainer's going to come back out again. Yes, he is. Nadal looking very closely at what's going on.
Like a, it was pointing to the front bar. That's like a shin splint, isn't it?
Yep, yeah, side of the shin. As we mentioned, he's played a lot of tennis. Remember, Verdasco had never won 5 consecutive matches on a hard court before. So maybe the body just not used to the strain that it's been under over the last 10, 11 days. Played doubles as well.
Time.
Got to be careful here. Time's been called quite a while ago, and Nadal's ready to go. So no breaks of serve. Early stages of the 4th. Nadal 2 sets to 1 up. 2-3 behind.
Another great serve there, Nadal. Direction right into the hitting zone area for Verdasco, not into the body enough. If that shin or calf or whatever is causing problems, then you'll see and he'll start to go for a lot more winners. Try and cut the points down.
Thirty 15. Forty 15.
Almost saying now he's playing on one leg. This is good news for Nadal. Every time he looks down the other end of the court, his man is wincing in a bit of pain and gesticulating to his corner.
Yeah, Nadal.
Well, let's see if it affects his serve, because it
3 games on.
certainly didn't in the last game, and I think that's where Nadal will be not buying this. You'll have to be convinced if, you know, with the dodgy game, or if he's not still hitting these huge serves. Moved reasonably well there.
Right there, didn't he?
Yeah, that's where you just, I don't know.
15 love.
This is what Nadal didn't like at Queen's, wasn't it?
Exactly.
That treatment, and sometimes not running for balls and showing that he's in pain, and comes up with a point like that.
Fifteen all. Thirty 15.
Yeah, he doesn't look too bad to me.
40 15.
Going for a bit more, do you think?
I think he's certainly taking outrageous risks. And
New ball, please. Verdasco leads 4 games to 3.
No, it's okay. If I feel worse, I think.
Verdasco is having a chat with the trainer and saying if he feels any worse, and he might take a tablet or two maybe, but I think he's okay now. And certainly the forehand was in fine fettle, wasn't it?
Makes you feel a lot better when you hit that 3 winners at Mark 5. Overhead where he had to chase back like he's a rabbit.
Tilly could still go 5 this one.
It still could, there's no question. Well, I mean, Rafa's only got to hit a couple of short serves, and Verdasco can hit winners anywhere, and then we're in the 5th set basically. So anyway, there's no way that Nadal is buying this argument that he's got his opponent wounded or whatever. I don't think he buys it for 1 second.
No. Maybe for Verdasco, serving at the start of a set would be a start advantage if he gets to the latter stages he had here, because he can flash a couple and really start to worry Nadal. Still very much game on here, coming up to the 4-hour mark, time played, and still Nadal really hasn't put that much breathing space between himself and Verdasco. He's 2 sets to 1 up, but he's down 3-4 in the 4th. And a full house still here on Rod Laver at 11:45 at night. It's arguably been the best men's match we've seen so far.
$15. 15 on.
That's winner number 78 from Verdasco.
That is remarkable against someone of Nadal's speed. To hit that many winners is just incredible.
37 from Nadal.
$30-15.
This is one of those danger moments coming up.
30 on.
Verdasco could get hot here. He's certainly capable of that. Nadal knows that. He's got to try and be very accurate with his serve and not give Verdasco a chance to swing and go for broke. Well,
Did what you asked him.
40-30.
Ace number 12. Couldn't have been placed any better, this first serve from Nadal.
that was just pressure serving from Nadal. Ridiculous. The whole crowd. How did he win that rally? That was just mind-boggling. That's got to be the best point. I think we've already said that once. that has to be the best. If that's not the best of the championship, I'll be shocked.
It's a standing ovation for 1 point. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of people on their feet after that rally.
Good heavens. No reaction from Nadal. Regulation.
Dear me. That would make anybody's play of the day. Nadal fell over halfway through that rally as well.
Look at that.
I'm not sure what Nadal's doing here. He's just going to get a new set of strings.
I was going to say, hopefully he didn't change the racket after hitting that point.
That was extraordinary.
Oh, what a treat this crowd is getting tonight. Now the pressure switches back onto Verdasco.
Long.
Certainly positive about that. Nothing on that return. Now this forehand, Verdasco, after this tournament, it's got to be in the top 5 in the world in terms of damage and consistency, what it can do. Serve's got to be in that group as well.
Well, it is when you're getting 73% of them in. It's never dropped below 70% in the match for Verdasco.
Seems to have forgotten about his calf or shin or whatever it was.
That's extraordinary.
That went in.
Truly extraordinary.
I thought he really hit it. I thought that was going to miss. Backspin, drop shot, angle.
I tell you what, this match would make a pretty highlights package, that's for sure.
Look at that. That was a golf shot. That was a Phil Mickelson lob wedge shot. That was. Oh, what a game.
Verdasco leads 5 games to 4.
Actually, you've got to hand it mentally to Verdasco, because when Nadal held there with that just ridiculous rally, I mean, very easy for Verdasco just to take his eye off the ball and momentarily play a couple of bad points to open up his service game.
Absolutely. Oh, he's taking some pills there. Oh dear, oh dear. This is actually, I mean, it is a great match. I mean, it's one of the best I've seen for a long time. Well, certainly probably the best match I've seen since the final.
This is the rally where he fell over. This is the one that Nadal won.
Yeah.
Does a 360 on the ground and then ends up winning the point.
Time.
Just look at the amount of work and the amount of energy he's using just to stay in the rallies, and the punishment that his body's taking. The smash coming from Verdasco. Somehow he framed it back. Amazing. Truly a great athlete, Rafael Nadal. In fact, both of these men tonight have so far provided this Rod Laver crowd with something quite special, and there could well be more to come. Verdasco's up on his toes and bouncing around like a prize fighter at the other end. He's ready to go.
Is this the best you've seen since the finals at Wimbledon last year?
Yep.
Yeah, it is for me.
Past the 4-hour mark.
Federer delighted.
Yeah, I think he's asleep right now.
Yeah.
Although no, Federer, he might just be staying up and enjoying this. He's a bit of a tennis fanatic, Federer. Is he chewing gum now? Is he?
Amazing how much better his legs are now.
Took it on.
Yeah, he's made that a few times. Well, a lot more than a few times today on that second serve. Clocks it down the line, but that one just got up a little bit too high. Missed it.
Verdasco 2 points away from leveling this one up. And again, just dangerous moments for Nadal, because this man can crack a couple of winners, and the crowd knows it as well. So does his camp.
Oh, that was close. Boy, when he hit that, it looked like it was going out, but that dip that he gets and that spin brought it down and just inside the line. What a forehand.
Nadal stands firm. Once more, we're edging to a tie-break. No breaks of serve, though, in this fourth. 4 breaks of serve in the third. Both men fully aware that they can break each other's serve.
It's his first double fault. 4 hours of tennis serving the way he has done with his second serve. First double fault. Well, that's what he's been doing the whole night. Responding after a disappointing point. He's come up with a big serve almost every time.
A couple of monstrous serves. That's number 17. Well, there's nothing Nadal can do like that. That is just serving at its very best from Fernando Verdasco.
Verdasco leads 6 games to 5.
Wow.
Bit of a free game here, isn't it, really, this next one for him?
Yeah, what a incredible response there. I keep thinking that he's going to play a little bit of a shaky game, maybe at least give Rafa a chance to get in, and he's just remarkable performance by Verdasco. This is unknown territory for him, and he's responding just like it's a regulation match for him.
I mean, this is better than the other day against Murray or Tsonga. And this is a different level.
Way better. He's had no dips tonight. No dips at all.
Well, he's having a constant picnic the last couple of changes of end. Verdasco, he's chewed on an energy bar. Now he's pretty much polished off an apple. Got a few bananas there as well. Just needs a glass of wine to finish off the evening. Instead, I'll go for the blackcurrant juice by the looks of it. And cranberry juice. So again, Nadal will have to just stand firm on the baseline, hold his serve here to take us into a breakup. And the crowd giving Verdasco quite a reception here. They would dearly love to see this go 5, as I think we would as well.
Disappointing start. Two certainly hittable serves in on the first 2 points, and has done nothing with either of them. Just feel there's got to be some drama in this tiebreaker if Nadal holds his serve from 40 love.
Net pursuit.
Tiebreak it is.
Nadal.
Needs to get rid of those returns before the tiebreaker. Now this could be special
6
here.
games all, fourth set, tiebreak.
Well, there'll be a battle once more in the tiebreak
additional time.
between Nadal's stubbornness from the back of the court, because you can guarantee he won't give a free point to Verdasco. Can Verdasco continue to serve like he has been and continue to strike the winners like he has been?
Yeah.
It's a fairly simple equation in this breaker. If he misses, Nadal will go through.
Oh. Made it.
What a point! Stunning point to start the tiebreaker. It just does not get any better than this.
1-0.
How did Nadal pick this up though? Look where he is when he plays this. I mean, he's not even near the court. It's an example of the type of play Verdasco is going to have to come up with if he's going to win this breaker. Again, Nadal making Verdasco hit the winner. First mini break goes to Verdasco. First set went to Verdasco on the tiebreak, 7 points to 4. The third set on the tiebreak went to Nadal, 7 points to 2.
It's just quite astounding, the shot-making ability of this man. It's a total of 85 winners he's hit now. I mean, these are not easy shots, but he's hitting them.
Look at Verdasco go. Nadal can't quite believe it. Verdasco's as high as you can get on adrenaline right now. Pumped to the brim with the stuff. Couldn't have played 4 better points.
No, breathtaking.
looks very much like we're going to go to a fifth and deciding set. Remember, they'd met 6 times before this one. Nadal had comprehensively beaten Verdasco on pretty much every occasion, bar the match at Queen's Club 3 years ago when Nadal had to win a couple of tiebreakers from a set down. I'm not sure Uncle Tony thought that this would be happening tonight.
Net for serve.
Oh, can you play a better tiebreak? Can you play a better tiebreak?
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen one like this. Especially after 4 hours and 15 minutes of tennis. How is this possible?
Well, I said at the start of the break, it was either going to be Nadal's stubbornness and Verdasco's error, or if Verdasco wins. That's what he's done.
Yeah.
6 winners in a row.
Yeah. Doesn't look tired anymore either.
Look at the eyes, almost exploding out of the skull of Verdasco. He's doing a Nadal, he's sprinting around the back of the court. Oh, that would have been a step too far.
6-1 Verdasco.
Why not when you've got 6 set points in the bag?
See, Rafa will still probably believe he can win this from this position.
He'll go for a big serve here.
Wouldn't think of anything else from him.
We will go the distance. Who would have thought at the start of this match that Fernando Verdasco would be at 2 sets apiece with the world #1? Truly remarkable. Oh, take a deep breath, there's more to come.
Now, this is a classic. This is a classic.
You wouldn't have thought this though, would you? I mean, honestly, I think
No.
we both sat down tonight and I thought 3 sets, maybe 4.
Yeah, I thought he could win a set.
But never 5,
No.
and in with a shout of actually winning right
Oh.
now. But it's
No question.
1 set shootout.
1 set shootout with a guy who's going to open up his shoulders and have a go. That's obvious. He looks like he's got a second wind. He doesn't look like he's puffing away like he was. And, you know, he's so capable of hitting winners from anywhere. I mean, look at this staggering amount once again of winners. And the unforced errors there, 9. That's not bad considering how long that set was and who he's playing against. I mean, that's quite about 21 winners against Nadal, who's greased lightning around the court. It's the shot-making ability. I mean, this man is just a remarkable player. He's basically almost come from nowhere at this level.
Yeah.
And has just adjusted to it. You know, like this is regulation for him. It's just quite astounding. I mean, I don't. Sure, Federer can hit these type of winners because not knock off Nadal. Well, I mean, he certainly hasn't done it. This is just, some of it is just pure unadulterated power, but it's not ridiculous power. It's in within range. You know, that it doesn't look like it's an outrageous shot. it's quite remarkable.
And there's some real animation and belief in the face of Verdasco, isn't there, after some of those shots? Just gone for a change of shirt, change of shorts maybe. Still a pretty warm evening out there, 20 past 12 at night. But look at him, almost as if he's running out after the first set.
Well, I think whatever happens here, though, we've got now another genuine contender for big titles. I mean, whatever, you know, you have to look at that and say, why not anywhere else? Why not at the US Open? Why not at Wimbledon? He's got every shot in the book. He looks now that he's in incredible shape. His mind now is totally different than what it was. Why not? Another one that you just go, yep, he's up there.
Another one for Murray to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. Just what I was thinking. This is
So, what a fifth set we've got on our hands here. 4 hours and 23 minutes of play. Nadal, you know, will give it absolutely everything. And I think, by the looks of it, Verdasco is raring to go as well, just straining at the leash at the start of the fifth. The winner will take on Roger Federer in Sunday's final. Federer will be loving this right now. Nadal to start. Long set, of course, no tie break. Could be here for a while.
$15. 30. 40.
We haven't had a challenge for about 4 sets, or 3 sets, should I say, in a long time.
Yeah, it's been played in good spirit, isn't it, between these two? They're both accepting the other one's judgment of where the ball was in or out. We certainly didn't expect any letdown from Nadal. You never do. But I'm sure that when he comes off the court after this one, he will think, if he does get through, that he really didn't expect this type of scoreline.
I'm just trying to think if I've seen anybody in a Grand Slam that's sort of bullied Nadal around as much as this man has. I can't think of anybody.
Federer's done it for a set.
Yeah, but for 5.
But not for 5, no.
Can't think of it.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Not with this amount of winners going up against him. I'd be surprised if anybody's hit this many. Very close, that one.
No,
there we go.
The left baseline, the ball's cut out.
This was close.
He's got it.
Yep.
So replay the point.
Replay the points. Top 15.
Oh,
Love 30.
it's a pretty winner from there. Well outside the court from Nadal. And, the early chances here for maybe Nadal to get the first strike on the board. Love 30.
I saw it long. No, on this one, I'm sure. $15.30.
Doesn't shy away from the play, does he, Verdasco?
30 all.
There's no thought of compromise in any of his shots.
Finally, he got a net call that actually helped him there, Nadal.
30-40.
Been unlucky with the net calls, but that one actually helped him. Slowed up Verdasco's shot, gave him good chance to come in to the net. Took advantage of it. Break point.
Just missed. Just missed. So close to the first break in this fifth set.
Yeah.
Don't often see Nadal with that type of expression. He knew it was close. Finally, Nadal strikes a winner of his own. 44 from the world number one, 87 from Verdasco. Second break point of this game for Nadal. team from Verdasco. Incidentally, the longest men's singles match here, the Australian Open, Becker Camporese back in 1991, 5 hours and 11 minutes. This one might go past it.
Stood up to the pressure there. Verdasco on the back foot for most of that rally, but even when Nadal went for the power shots, he was able just to hit them straight back at him. What a hole.
It's a big hole.
Certainly answered a lot of questions tonight.
One game.
Well, he certainly made me a believer.
Yeah.
In the way that he's playing, and the confidence and the increased mental strength, physical shape. This is not the Verdasco I've been watching the last 4 years or so.
No, he's just a totally changed man.
Yeah.
$15 love. $30 love.
What a point. What a slice backhand that was from Nadal.
$40 love.
Superb slice, this one. Stayed so low, going away from Verdasco. He did well to hit the squash shot. Another squash shot.
Yeah, Nadal.
Nadal, certainly the player that's getting the comfortable holds early stages of the fifth. You've got to think about powers of recovery for either of these men come Sunday, haven't you? To face Federer over 5 sets?
Well, you would have to believe that Nadal, if he wins this match, it would not be the greatest thing in terms of recovery, but he's done this sort of thing before. If Verdasco wins, you would think the advantage goes big time to Federer, simply because he's not been in the position to play these amount of matches at this level. And Nadal's been doing that for the last 3 years, where he's played 4 or 5 set matches and had, you know, not that much time to recover. So I think it would depend on who wins it to where the advantage would go. If it's Nadal, I think it's not that much, because his powers of recovery are just immense.
Yeah. Nadal coming into this match against Verdasco had only twice gone past the 2-hour mark on his route through. Once against Tommy Haas and then against Gilles Simon in the quarterfinals, whereas Verdasco's had a 3-hour match plus against
Time.
Murray, and then another close to the 3-hour match against Tsonga, and now more than likely a 5-hour match against Nadal.
And what, 3 doubles matches?
And 3 doubles matches.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's a fair amount of tennis to
Yeah.
pack into going into a Grand Slam final potentially.
When you're not used to it.
Yeah.
When you're not used to playing that type of tennis. I just wonder, and we're early days yet because it's still right at the beginning of the set, but just in the next couple of games, if Verdasco holds on, it gets around the sort of business end of the, will he start thinking how close he is to a Grand Slam final? At
Absolutely.
the moment, we haven't shown any indication of that. He's just opening up his shoulders and having fun out here. At some stage, though, it may click into his head.
Of course, we'll have that men's final for you Sunday morning, BBC 2, 8:30. Live from the Rod Laver Arena. Federer against either Verdasco or Nadal. Of course, the women's final we'll have live tomorrow morning on the red button at 8:30. Serena Williams against Dinara Safina, and then highlights on BBC 1 at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
30 love. $30-15. $40-15. Again, Verdasco.
It's a comfortable hole this time for Verdasco.
2 games all.
Nobody to make a move in the early stage of this final set. Full house remains, no surprise. Fastest serve of the evening, that one for Verdasco, 222 Ks. And that's after 4 hours and 41 minutes of play. He's still able to crank down the serves. That's pretty.
$15 love. Net first service. Net first serve.
Nadal straight to
Nadal
the
is
challenge.
challenging the call on the left near sideline. The ball was called out.
Verdasco pointing his finger in the air to show that he thought it was wide. This will be close though, I think. Remember, Nadal does tend to make the ball dip at the very last moment with some heavy topspin. Oh, that's a good call.
15-all. Nadal has 2 challenges remaining. (30-15). 40-15. Game, Nadal. Nadal leads 3-2.
Looks a little bit more aggressive to me, Nadal. Beginning of this set, I think he, beginning the 4th, just went, I won't say passive by any means, but just wasn't quite, you know, was going for the ground strokes as much as he was in the 3rd set and at the end of the 2nd. Just seemed to drift off a bit and was almost not like he was waiting for Verdasco to make mistakes, but wasn't going for it as much as he had been, and then he just seems to be coming back to that aggressive mode again.
Must still be pretty warm down there. Both men with ice packs on the back of the neck. 20-1 at night now, so you'd think that the heat has certainly gone out of the day for sure. It's probably still low 20s out there at the moment. There's plenty of fuel and liquid being taken on by Verdasco at every change of ends.
Well, whoever wins this match probably won't get to sleep much before 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, probably, by the time it's all said and done, with refueling the body afterwards and the massage and doing the press and everything else. So, yeah, advantage Federer.
(15-love).
Nadal put the brakes on a couple of times there.
30-love.
Might need some new shoes after this match.
big return.
30-15.
Giving Verdasco much time on that one. That ball came back at him very quickly.
Verdasco's already faced a couple of break points in this fifth set. Nadal just pressing once more. Only his second double fault, but it could prove to be a crucial one for Verdasco. Break point Nadal.
It's been clockwork, that big serve when he's been down a break point. He's made that first serve almost every time.
Advantage Verdasco. Verdasco's challenging the call on the left service line. The ball was called out.
Well, Nadal felt that the call was correct. Once more, though, we look up to the big screens to see what Hawkeye has to say. Good call.
Second set. Verdasco has 2 challenges.
Well, once again, remarkable. Verdasco serves a double fault, only the second of the match to go down break point. You think, is he choking a bit? Is he thinking where he is, how close he is to the finals? And then he just hits some big first serves, gets himself out of trouble once again.
Net first serve. $15.
Two big serves to start the game off from Nadal. Very impressive.
Verdasco feels the serve was long, but if he felt it was long, then stop the point. He's tried that twice tonight, and both times he's been wrong on the call.
That's ambitious from that position.
40 love.
Well, certainly Nadal is having the better of the service holds.
Nadal leads 4 games to 3.
Well, nothing better than you like in a 5th set. It's getting pretty close and you have an easy hold. Don't have to get rid of any of your energy. Just store it up and just get ready to focus on the break. So far Nadal being the better player in this set, even though he's not up a break. He's looked more impressive.
You do look at this and I mean, I'd ask the question, is it fair that the men's semi-finals are split? Should they not be played on the same day when a particular Federer played yesterday? He's had 2 days to recover come Sunday, and Nadal or Verdasco will face him having had just a day's break.
Now, not really is the answer to that, but it happens that when you think of it, the US Open, you have the Super Saturday, and you have one 5-set match goes on early, and inevitably you get the second one goes on late. It's just it happens, and it's not ideal by any means.
Yeah.
Of course, it's tough to predict that it's going to be like this. How late this one's gone. Getting close to getting past the record for the time for a 5-set match here now.
Yep. 4 hours and 56 minutes we've had. The longest match in Australian Open history, men's match. 5 hours and 11 minutes. The men's singles match, of course.
Just brilliant. How he counter punches with the forehand, Verdasco, and it looks like he's out of the court, and then he just this one here and just puts himself right in the best position again with a huge forehand. He's done it so often tonight.
So Verdasco at the moment without a permanent coach. There'll be a few coaches' CVs landing on his doormat when he gets back to Spain. A lot of unemployed coaches wouldn't mind a piece of this.
30-15.
It's not a bad time to hit a wild forehand when you're up 30 love.
Yeah, just popped up a little bit too much off the volley.
Yep.
Once more, Verdasco.
30-all.
A spot of bother on a service game.
Now that wild forehand looks like a little bit nasty. Back to 30-all.
Two break points Verdasco faced in the second game, another one in the sixth game, and another one here in the eighth game. Every time he came up with the first serve. Most of them had gone down the tee. Just somebody slightly over enthusiastic. Verdasco just stepping away and settling himself once more. Made it. Whoa. Talk about playing the big points well in this fifth set, Verdasco.
Dear, oh dear. Most shots in that rally were in dangerous territory. Go for that shot. That was a virtual match point.
It's wild. Nadal normally so adept at converting the chances. Just 3 of 16 break points taken tonight for the world number one. He'll have one more here to leave him serving for the match.
Unusual forehand miss from Nadal.
Well, you call that an unforced error from Nadal, and that's only number 25 of the match, and we've been playing over 5 hours now. 5 hours and 3 minutes.
Even that slice backhand was not a good error from Nadal. It normally makes you play one more shot.
A remarkable hold again from Verdasco. 2 break points in there, and still he holds and remains level with Nadal.
4 games all.
Nadal yet to be tested in this final set on serve. Could now be the moment for Verdasco to strike. That'll help, and it'll certainly start to get Verdasco's adrenaline flowing once again, and we saw what he's capable of in that 4th set tiebreak. When the adrenaline starts to pump through the veins of Verdasco, he can fire off winners left, right and centre.
Good was that striking of the ball. So close to the line 3 times there. Crowd thinking those were going out. The ball dipped at the last minute, and now big time trouble here for the #1 seed.
Verdasco into this. Look at the eyes, look at the desire. Just burning. Verdasco, love 30.
15 seconds.
He had too much time to think on that one.
It's a bit of a gift, isn't it, the last 2 points?
It's a help on the net call from Nadal.
40-30.
Some recovery from love 30, 4 points in a row from Nadal. And still no breaks in this final set.
Nadal leads 5 games to 4.
I wonder if Verdasco's just replaying that forehand return at 15-30.
Just looked for a fraction of a second there that Nadal was just almost doubting himself a little bit. Love 30, and then Verdasco really just handed back 2 points without doing anything. He had certainly had chances. Second serve at 15-30 and just dumped a forehand. Good recovery there though to hold that service game, and now the pressure swings again. What a match. What a match.
Just gone past 1 o'clock in the morning here now.
Time.
And nobody's really left their seats at all. It's been scintillating, enthralling tennis of the very highest order. And still could have a long way to go. One slip though from Verdasco in the next couple of minutes and it'll be all over. That's amazing. Truly amazing after 5 hours and 11 minutes of play that they can produce a point like that.
How can they
Take
do
a
that?
bow. This match will now go down in the history books of the Australian Open as the longest men's singles match. It'll go past the Becca Camporese match back in 1991. How much, though, has that rally taken out of Verdasco? Couldn't be any closer.
That's a big return. Surely he can't get out of this one.
If he's going to, he'll need to find the serves once more. Verdasco. Chants of Rafa just ringing round this stadium. Just the third double fault from Verdasco. Brings up 3 match points for Nadal to go through to Sunday's final. Uncle Tony's on his feet. You don't often see that. Surely Verdasco can't come back from here.
I thought Nadal was going to get this one. He had enough time. He lined up that backhand. Didn't connect very well with it.
Would you really elect to play a drive volley at match point down? 4-5 in the 5th, and his mind saying, take this out of the air and drive it. 2 saved, 1 more to deal with. It's a big Sam recovery. Oh, no, what a shame. Rafa's on his back, Verdasco's on his knees. What a match. Such a shame for it to finish on a double fault. And Phil Verdasco is almost close to tears at the end there, but it will be a rematch. Roger and Rafa on Sunday. They haven't met since the Wimbledon final of last year. What a match that was. Could it be even better than what we've just witnessed here tonight on Labour? Quite extraordinary. And nobody, John Lloyd, would have predicted this.
No, not in their right mind, they wouldn't. Just did not seem possible. Fernando Verdasco, in his first semi-finals of a Grand Slam, going up against the #1 player in the world, could keep that type of standard up for 5 sets, right up until the end. First time that he wilted was with those double faults. And what an ovation.
Standing ovation, as it should be. The 15,000 people here tonight have witnessed something special. They've witnessed a little piece of Australian Open history. The longest ever men's singles match, 5 hours and 14 minutes it went for. And every minute was an absolute beauty.
There were times in that match, a lot of times, where actually Verdasco had as much. The shot making was right up there with Federer.
Yeah.
I don't think I've never seen anybody hit that many winners against Nadal, and at times made Nadal look ordinary. It was quite extraordinary. What a transformation in Fernando Verdasco in about 4 or 5 months. He's gone from being a flashy, talented player, but basically, and also ran really at the highest level. Never thought of him playing this type of match, and now has gone to where he's going to be a genuine contender for Grand Slams for the next few years.
Yeah,
unbelievable. And for Rafa, well, we just expect that, but what a performance by him to come back. Unbelievable, and just the guts. He was at times outplayed in this match, but never lost his belief, and that's why he's the #1 in the world.
You sense now Rafa just taking his time and making sure he doesn't cool down too quickly. He's already thinking about the final ahead.
Yep.
Against Federer on Sunday. So before we take our